In the heart of New York, where football is more than a game, it's a way of life. Welcome to One Jets Pod. Here we recount every Jets game, win or lose, with a meticulous eye. We preview the battles that lie ahead and delve deeply into all things New York Jets. Honest, raw, and unfiltered. If you seek the raw truth, subscribe to our YouTube channel and listen wherever you get your podcasts. One Jets Pod. Jet up and take flight.
Welcome to Jet Life Stadium.
Hit it! Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the One Jets Pod. I'm your host, Randy. Thanks again for checking us out. I'm joined with JD. But before we get into this, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Smash that bell notification so you're notified every time we drop a piece of content. You can also find us at Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and Amazon Music. JD, my brother, how are you?
Hanging in there, honestly, hanging in there. Looking forward to eventually upgrading my whole background setups, if only a little while longer with this weird virtual background. But other than that, I'm doing pretty good. How you doing, Yos?
Man, I'm doing good. You know, it was a stress-free Sunday. We got our game out of the way early on Thursday. It was a beautiful fucking game, if I may add that. You know,
oh my goodness, felt so good.
But other than that, how was your Sunday, man? What'd you do over the weekend?
Nothing. I coached my kid. I coached my kid in soccer, so I was doing that. We took a draw against the number one place team right now, so kids are developing, doing all right in that regard, and just try to relax as best I can.
I hear you.
Yeah.
Well, best of luck to you and the team the rest of the way.
Thank you.
As we get into this show, real quick, before we get into too much into it, I just want to shout out. This is just me tooting my own horn. I know we were kind of just briefly discussing this before we came on. Tooting my own horn. Not only do I want to toot my own horn, I want to toot another guy's horn. That sounds fucking weird. But Mr. Will McDonald, God, I wish I could cut that piece out.
Yeah, you might want to edit that. Oh, wait, it's live.
My brother has 5 solo tackles. That puts him in the top 150 plus guys that got the same amount. He's got 5 sacks. This is the first 3 games, ladies and gentlemen. That puts him in second place in the league. And then he's got 1 forced fumble, tied for 4th in the league. Now, the reason I bring this up is because I want to talk about this shit. Mm-hmm. Mainly because a lot of people were running their fucking mouths, writing this guy off like we didn't take him in the first fucking round. Now, I don't know if I have these in order. I'm just going to throw them up. I posted this back, looks like what, June? People acting like Will McDonald doesn't exist. Like he wasn't there. Like we didn't fucking pick him. Legit pretending like he's not on the team. A first-round edge rusher, and we're acting like there isn't a backup option to a Reddick holdout. All because this guy didn't show anything his rookie year. Jermaine Johnson didn't either. Nobody wrote his ass off. They don't play fucking rookies like that with this coaching staff.
That's a great point. And honestly, I got to take some responsibility. I apologize. I was also talking that shit about Will McDonald. I gave some poignant points as to why I wasn't sure if he had it or not. Though I never said he couldn't be what he's becoming. I did say he had the raw ability. I just questioned some things, some character things.
I don't remember you ever saying to cut him though.
No, definitely not. But one thing with JJ, he did sack freaking why am I drawing a blank? Josh Allen his rookie year. So that's what kind of splashed him on the map. And I think he gave Josh Allen a bunch of hell his rookie year. But so I apologize. I apologize for that. And I'm sure a lot of people in the interweebs definitely owe you an apology as well. Because you were saying it since the summer, since minicamp, I think.
Yep.
Talking about Will McDonald. And yeah. I mean, thank goodness he's showing. Hassan Riddick has no fucking leverage right now, none whatsoever. Even Aaron Rodgers, our great AR8, came out. I'm sure you saw it on that McAfee show, throwing shots at his seemingly former agent. I think
God, I love our quarterback.
that's what I took from that. I think he was dropping, oh, that agent is fired, kind of letting all the Jet fans know that yes, what we expected or felt should happen has happened. And
that would be fucking hilarious. All that advice he taken didn't end up firing his ass. So the last two slides, just so we can get this over with. Mm-hmm. Will McDonald will replace Reddick, who's never played a snap or had any impact on this defense. And JFM, an impactful starter. I was probably responding to somebody here. Let's maybe take a seat. He got lucky to get the sacks he did. The kid will probably disappear in Denver. I heard shit about JFM out there in Denver. I don't know if you have or not. But no, this defense, and this is just my opinion. This doesn't reflect JD or anything, so I just want to throw that out there, folks. This defense, in my opinion, would have been top 10 in the league, even if Bryce Huff wasn't in the Jet uniform. I feel like somebody else could have fucking took his reps and ran away with them because that motherfucker ain't nowhere though in Philadelphia. So I just want to shout out Will McDonald. Fucking congratulations to the hot start. Hopefully it continues. Hopefully he can break the sack record this year. That'd be cool.
That's a big ask, I think.
I know. Unfollow.
But if I may just say, I'm wondering if this is less about Will McDonald, and not to take away from your victory lap here, but I'm wondering if this is less about Will McDonald and just more about Saleh's scheme. I mean, look at the guys that became almost borderline superstars in Saleh's scheme. Like you mentioned, JFM in Denver, Huff for the Eagles, and they're nothing. They're nobodies there right now. So I'm wondering, is this surgence from Will McDonald really a part of the scheme? And I think we'll know when the contract comes up. I mean, hopefully everything works out. JD's still here. Saleh's defense is still here, because while he's iffy as a head coach, we can't deny his scheme. His scheme works. Right. His scheme's been adopted by the entire league, basically. Mm-hmm. And while it's not really his scheme. He didn't invent it, but the scheme that he's run the most the last few years is now being adopted everywhere. I mean, everyone's playing like a soft cover 3 zone type of thing, and that's why passing is gone down. Aaron Rodgers is what, top 8 in the league in passing yards, and he had less than 200 passing yards 2 games in a row before having less than 300 passing yards this past Thursday. So, but
I just saw a stat that Mr. And I'm not ready to. I even posted. I'm not ready to say this apology yet, but Nate Hackett top 5 in play callers through 3 weeks. What?
He hasn't been? Is that what you said?
No, he's a top. He's over the course of the first 3 weeks of the season, he's a top 5 play caller right now.
Oh my god,
that's insane. The Aaron Rodgers effect continues, folks.
I definitely heard those words, but my brain didn't process them properly, so that's why I had to just double check right there. I mean, they said it on the Thursday night. Why am I drawing a blank? Sorry, I'm ran a lot today, so I'm trying to
pre-game, post-game.
The during the game, the broadcasters during the game, how having Aaron Rodgers, everyone looks better. Hackett looks better. Saleh looks smarter. I mean, the defense, especially during the Patriots game, looked substantially better because Rodgers just controlled that game.
Absolutely. And I'm glad that's kind of a good segue. We're going to be getting into some Aaron Rodgers here because I would say break down, but kind of just look over some video footage, kind of compare it to, what we had to deal with last year. But before we do that, let's get into these awards, man. Now, before I get into them, I want to see if we've matched up. I think you've seen my awards. I've posted them already. But who got your crash landing award for the game?
I don't know if you saw it on Twitter, but I mentioned it because you had posted.
No, I missed it.
God, this is going to hurt. This is going to hurt. Garrett Wilson.
What?
Garrett Wilson got my crash landing award.
He got a tutty.
He got a forced tutty with an amazing throw. And don't get me wrong, my God, is Garrett Wilson good? I mean, catching that ball and working his body back to the pylon to be able to score that touchdown, great. But that was all Aaron Rodgers. I mean, he definitely cleaned it up, but that was that throw. I mean, dropped pass. It was a beautiful sideline pass. All he had to do was toe tap. He was barely being covered and just 1 foot out of bounds.
He does have problems with that, though.
I mean,
he seems to not know where he's at when he's so close to the
sideline. Some awareness issue, maybe, I don't know. But so I just couple instances where he was targeted and just didn't come up with the catch that should have been caught up with. So not because he had a terrible game, but he didn't have the Garrett Wilson game. And I mean, he's done better with worse quarterbacks. So what's going on, G-Dubs?
Yeah.
Let's go. Come on.
We could use a couple of 100-yard games here now.
A couple 200-yard games. You know what I mean?
All right. I'll give you that. Okay.
He has to catch up to the 1,000 yards. I mean, right now he's behind. We got a clock's ticking on that,
All right. So JD gives G-Dub 5 the Crash Landing Award. Here's mine, ladies and gentlemen.
Now for the Crash Landing Award, where we spotlight the biggest disappointment of the game. Tonight's recipient, head coach Robert Saleh. This team continues to play undisciplined under his watch, piling up 8 penalties for 108 yards. That's just unacceptable. We're lucky it was New England, but if this keeps up, it's going to cost us games we have no business losing. Saleh needs to clean this up, fast.
All right. So, yeah. Penalties, like I've said it in the past, they piss me off just as much as fucking turnovers. And anytime, I'll tell you right now, anytime we have fucking over 100 yards in penalties, old Bobby's getting that fucking award. I'm sorry. So, I got to ask, who gets your Green Lantern Award?
My Green Lantern Award, honestly, is Aaron Rodgers. I mean, who else should get it? Who else? Alan Lazard is a good runner-up, but
he was my runner-up.
Yeah, I mean, who the hell is that? That's Alan Lazard.
Alan Lazard, baby. Fucking.
We were wondering if we should try to get rid of him.
I'm talking extension now, 5 years.
All right. If Aaron's here 5 years, maybe a 4-year one, but I don't know.
Yeah, that's not happening. But speaking of Aaron Rodgers,
it's time for the One Jets Pod Green Lantern Award. This is where we shine a spotlight on the best Jet on the field. Tonight's winner, Aaron Rodgers. The man was unstoppable. 27 of 35, racking up 281 yards, 2 touchdown passes, and not a single interception. This was vintage Rodgers at his finest, taking control and picking apart the defense like only he can. This is the Aaron we've all been waiting for, and trust me, he's just getting started. The sky's the limit for this team with him at the helm.
Man, and I'll be straight up with you right now, dude. Like, watching him in full games for 3 weeks, even in a loss, watching him on the fucking TV, man, like, no homo, dude. I love that man. I fucking love him, dude. And I sit there and I gotta pinch myself, and I'm like, he's our fucking quarterback? Like, I know he's older, he's almost done, he's fucking almost out of the league a couple years, but I don't give a shit. The fact, like, right now, like, if we win a Super Bowl, just one, I don't give a fuck, just one. He's gonna implement himself as the number 2 all-time favorite Jet, as far as I'm concerned, for myself. It'll go Curtis Martin and fucking Aaron Rodgers for me, dude.
I mean, for me, he would be number 1. I don't. I mean, my all-time favorite Jet, right? Besides, it's really just Revis. I mean, I wear his jersey. I don't know if anyone ever notices, but I wear his jersey almost every show. And Aaron would completely replace him, especially the way Revis has been the last few years. And
it's
been quite grumpy. But I mean, look at the guy. I mean, what are we watching? What are we watching?
Yeah.
I can't think of a time except Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick is the only one oddly to say, the only one who's ever made me feel like giddy. Like when he had the ball, that 2015 season, every time we had the ball, I was like, no, we're gonna score. We're gonna.
Yeah.
I mean, like the Giants game, the Patriots game, in overtime, I was like, no, we're winning this because they just had that swag. But this, I don't even know what I'm watching right now, and I don't even want to get used to it. I don't want to pretend. I want to pretend like it isn't happening. I want to be like, nah, fuck, the Jets suck because I am so afraid, just the trauma of being a Jets fan.
Oh man.
It was so good. It was so good to put an ass whooping on the Patriots like that.
Oh man. And you know what? We're gonna go ahead and get into some video footage. I got about let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8 videos. They're real quick. They're no more than 10 seconds each. So, but they're basically some of the best highlights. And like I said, I'm gonna kind of compare them, use them to compare them, like from what we didn't fucking get last year. But right off the bat, like I want to do that Garrett Wilson touchdown, man, because it was a fucking freak of a play.
Rodgers, the fake, the throw, caught, staying inbounds, yes, touchdown.
Oh my god,
bro, that's a pick six. Most fucking quarterbacks, bro.
Oh my god, that looked so. I knew he was catching it though. I mean, I don't know. Just seeing him throw that ball, he's thrown that ball so many times in Green Bay. It's just always right in front of the defender. But I mean, that reminds me of the pick six Sauce dropped against Kansas City. That reminds me of so many pick sixes. So many of our quarterbacks have thrown. Gino's thrown a bunch of those. Like trying to hit that corner and it just gets taken. So,
I'll be real with you, man. I'm sitting there watching it, and the minute he rolls out, I see him. He's looking at Garrett. I mean, the whole idea was to get Garrett this ball back because he missed the fucking touchdown the play before.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at him like, oh no! I'm like the fucking defender's reading him, and he goes back to. I'm like, no! And he fucking throws it. I'm like, everything's slow motion for me, dude. And all of a sudden, like you see the defender go like this, it goes like right through his hands and shit. And I'm like,
yeah. Oh my god.
I'm like, Dad, what the? No.
I mean, when
that shit don't happen for us.
When he released the ball, I knew it was going to be fine because it looked like it was going to be. I mean, I got a little scared when Gonzalez's hand got up, but but I just had, I don't know, I guess I had faith because it's Aaron Rodgers. But no, I knew it. As soon as the ball stopped, I'm like, he's going to force it to Garrett. He's going to force it to Garrett. Don't force it to Garrett. Oh, fuck. Oh, okay. You force it to Garrett. Fuck it. You can do that. So that was basically my breakdown of the whole situation. I mean,
man. Now, how about this one? This is another play to G5. Now, this one I want to say it's I wouldn't say a quick slant, but it's a slant pattern to GW5. I'm gonna play it and then I'll tell you what I think.
2.5 years in Green Bay. Rodgers fires.
Play out one more time.
2.5 years in Green Bay. Rodgers fires.
I'm gonna tell you right now, dude. That's nothing spectacular. I get it. That's some fucking basic shit. But you know who wouldn't have fucking been able to do that?
Zach Wilson.
Zach Wilson. Yep. He'd have held on to that ball for fucking another 3 seconds. Took the sack. Would fucking been foot. What? Oh god, that was a. I gotta see what. Punting, dude. It's fucking 4th and 20. We're punting if it's Zach Wilson right there, bro.
Maybe getting a safety though for lucky, on the next play after the punt. But.
Yeah. We were known for that. But man, I probably of all the plays, I probably sat there and watched that the most, just on the replay, just thinking, man, 3rd and 5. If that's Zach Wilson, it's 4th and 20, and we're fucking punting, dude, and we're giving them good field position. So.
I mean, that ball is out before he completes the route. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just little things like that. The ball is out before he completes the route.
And you know what? I'm glad you actually said that. Before we move on to the next slide, I kind of want to stack on top of that a little bit. Maybe it's me. I know there's certain quarterbacks. I know Brady was known for it. I know CJ can do it. Brock Purdy can do it. And, of course, Aaron Rodgers can fucking do it. I could be missing some guys, and I'm not going to start naming old guys because those fucking dudes aren't playing anymore.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't see many quarterbacks leading their fucking receivers anymore. Throwing them open, knowing exactly where they're going to fucking be, get rid of the ball, have the ball there. By the time the ball gets there, the fucking receiver's already there. You don't see much of that anymore. Do you see guys sometimes just holding on, wait for that receiver to get open and then hit him, and that's when you get a fucking either incomplete pass or a turnover. But yeah, you're absolutely right, man. He had that ball out before the route even finished, and by the time the ball got there was fucking GW right there, dude. So beautiful,
good at. And I love the inside leverage he had on Gonzalez. It looks like he was, if I'm lining up against him, I'm shook the whole way. Because how are you covering him? If you take the outside, he's going to take the inside. And what are you going to do? You're not faster. You don't have the same twitch that he does. Yep. If you take the inside, he's going to break outside. You know what I mean? If you press him at the line, maybe, and he's so fucking strong, even though he's a small guy, he's very strong.
And
so I don't know. I don't know if even jamming him. By the time I put hands on his pad, he's probably shifting the other way. You know what I mean? He's got those quick feet, that shiftiness at the start of the play.
Absolutely.
And if I'm playing off on him, he's just gonna is he gonna do a hitch? He's gonna do a slant like that, and right there, he's just gonna do a little comeback to the ball, and didn't matter that I was on the field. It was completed.
Dude, just wait until their chemistry is just fucking synced up, man. Like it's gonna be fucking.
You think it's possible though, especially if we get Devontae? You know what I mean?
Well,
that's what worries me about getting Devontae, because if like Alan Lazard's been the showcase of our offense right now in terms of the receiver room because they're so comfortable. I mean, how could we expect G-Dub to really be the focal point, especially.
What if it was some shit where we traded GW5 for Devontae Adams?
Fuck that! Hell no! Let me just say that right now. Hell to the no.
I'm with you, and I'm a Bulldog fan, bro.
Oh no!
Like, I love me some Garrett Wilson. But would you be surprised if that was the case?
I would. I can't even. I more expect Hassan to be the trade chip, to be honest with you.
You think that would be? You think that would be possible?
I think so.
You think the Raiders would re-sign him?
No, I don't.
They would kind of be stuck in the same situation.
Nobody's signing Hassan Riddick to what he wants to get paid.
That's fair.
Until Hassan honestly understands that, because he doesn't. And I don't blame him to some degree. You know what I mean? He wants, what he feels he deserves. But
sure,
it's your agent's fault for taking that deal from Philadelphia. You know what I mean? It's your agent's fault for why you're fucking not making any money now.
Yep.
And even if you make it even if you do six weeks, there's still a chance, at least by the CBA, the rules that I was looking at. I think Jet X Factor put something up, and the way he interpreted it was different. The way I interpreted it was based on the rules. Let me see if I can find it, but it'd take too long. Probably I should have had it ready. But it looks like if the player let's say he starts week 10, right? We still have his rights until next year's week 10. It has to equate to a year to accrue a season. So this concept of him playing for 6 weeks or 6 games and then accruing, that's if he's going into free agency or something like that. You know what I mean? That's if his contract, is already up. Now, he still has a full year on that contract. It hasn't expired yet, and it's not due to expire at the end of the league year because he hasn't been here. You get what I'm saying? At least it looks like in that TV. I could be completely wrong. I'm not a lawyer, so I'm pretty good at English and I'm pretty good at legal. So I'm pretty confident. But if he comes here week 10, we have him until week 10 next year, with no responsibility to pay him. Like, that CBA, I'm sure a lot of players. I remember a lot of players being pissed off about it because that's a shitty CBA if that's the case. Because his contract's already being paid out in fines. So what I mean? What contract you're gonna have? And we're gonna have your rights for 1.5 seasons before you're even eligible to seek free agency. He's shooting himself in the foot.
Yeah,
I just don't get so hold out.
Yeah.
And you know what? Fucking hold out. We don't need you. Honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, we need Hassan Riddick. Do we really need Hassan Riddick? Even if we're not the same team, we know who we need. We need fucking Quentin Jefferson. We need Al Woods. We need guys to stuff the fucking middle. We need big fatties up front. You know what I mean? So
100%.
Don't get me. I could ramble for days on this topic, but
All right, we're gonna get a couple more plays. I wanna go over some. Now, if my mind, I don't know if my mind's serving me right. Was Zach Wilson ever good at the back shoulder fade?
In college, when dudes were like 2 yards wide open.
Too bad I'm not a BYU fan.
Look, his rookie year, he had some nice throws. Even last year, he did the back shoulder a couple times last year in the Kansas City game. That Kansas City game is probably his best game.
You're right. Yeah.
But he couldn't sustain that. Mentally, whatever it was, he couldn't sustain that.
But was this pretty?
7. Rodgers flicks it, adjusting, making the grab. Mike.
Zach would have held on to a little bit longer.
A little longer, yeah. Williams might have made the catch, but not as on time as that. Zach might have been like hit after throwing the ball.
Yeah, no shit.
So, I just want to ask you a question, Randy.
Sure.
Do we have a receiving core? Because I keep reading and hearing that we don't have a receiving core, and it kind of looks like we have a receiving core, but I might be wrong. I don't know.
I don't think so. Nah, last I heard, no receiving core. Fucking, we're all in disarray. Locker rooms in shambles.
Oh my god. There's no stars on this team, right? Just Aaron Rodgers and Bruce Hall, right?
Fucking none. They were somebody at elsewhere, wherever they play. But I guess when they came here, they became fucking absolute nobodies.
Oh my god.
Speaking of that nobody, here's another highlight of it.
3rd down and 5. Pressure. Caught over the middle. Mike Williams.
Who's that guy?
Yeah.
I'm not even sure who that guy is. I'm confused.
Never heard of him.
He probably sucks. He's on the Jets. He has to suck, right?
Horrible.
Oh, fucking 18.
Horrible. He was injured last year. He's not going to do anything.
Oh my god, yeah. You don't recover from injuries like that. He wasn't going to be ready to go week 1, right?
I'll tell you, man. When he's going to be a fucking huge asset, like in the red zone. Yeah. And real quick, I just pulled up this fucking stat right before we went live because I was looking at the stats for the game itself, and I was looking at actually let me pull those stats up real quick. We'll go team stats. 3rd down efficient, 10 for 15, dude, on 3rd down for the season.
We lead the league.
What is this? 56% on 3rd down. What the fuck? Who told the Jets to become a football team this year?
I don't know.
Jesus Christ.
Are we sure we're talking about the Jets? Sounds like we're talking about Kansas City or I think they messed up the headline a little bit, Somebody was trying.
We don't need no referee help. Actually, we'll take a little bit. Now, let's see here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll save those for last. Let's kind of rearrange this order because I got some Conklin highlights I want to slap everybody in the face with. Because you know me and the power of the 83. I'm a big Conklin guy. Mm-hmm. So now these are some plays right here. Like this one in particular that fucking excited me because it just showed me that, hey, Rodgers is fucking fully healthy. He's back. The guy can move. He's looking like Rodgers of old, man. It's him getting out of that pocket and throwing off schedule.
Rodgers, pressured, gets away, throws, caught. Another 1st down. Breaking away is Lazard to score the touchdown. Still going out to the 41-yard line.
Yeah. Hey, I thought, that's just a fluke, Rodgers is washed up. He's 40. He's coming off an Achilles. He sucks, man. Aren't you paying attention?
He's fucking horrible.
He's not paying attention, Randy. You're not paying attention, Yoss.
And he's not a team player.
No.
We obviously can't reel him in and have him be a locker room guy.
Don't you know that there's a power struggle between him and Robert Saleh? How could you?
We know the real GM is Aaron Rodgers.
Oh my god.
Now, speaking of flash in the pan and something you probably won't see the rest of the year.
Short shot, quick throw, good move, and despite hanging on to the shirt into the end zone goes Alan Lazard.
No, that's not Rodgers. That's not vintage Aaron Rodgers. Literally calling an audible right at the last second and deciding while the running back is running, expecting the ball to just chuck the ball at an open receiver who's 1-on-1 with a defender. Right? No,
Yep.
that's not Aaron Rodgers. He's washed. Randy, you doctored these up. You doctored.
Oh, you know me and AI, brother.
Yeah, working it pretty good. I mean, hey.
Hey, I'll tell you, the only thing on that play you won't see the rest of the year is the guy's fucking shirt getting stretched like that. Because I guarantee you'll probably see that again, a few times this year.
Yeah.
I just thought that was fucking cool, a little basic, damn near wide receiver screen type deal. But it's like you said, man, he changed the play at the line of scrimmage. Zach Wilson, Tim Butthole, Trevor Seaman, those motherfuckers would have never been able to do that. They would have never been able to read the defense. Rodgers saw this. I believe he saw the safety playing off. Knew he wasn't. Knew the corner wasn't going to get any safety help off the ball. By the time the fucking safety even knew who was getting the ball, he had no chance.
Well, they were playing it like he was going to have to. The safety was playing up like he was going to have to run to the line of scrimmage. They were expecting run, and because the play was set up like a run. I mean, he didn't just change the play at the line of scrimmage. He snapped the ball, took it in his hand, and just didn't do the thing everyone, including the running back and the lineman, were expecting, which was to hand it off.
Yeah. So smart.
What the fuck are we watching, Randy?
Greatness, baby. I think. I'm not exactly sure what greatness is, but
I've never seen it before. I watched this vintage, prime Joe Namath, and I'm not seeing that.
I've seen greatness at the running back level for the Jets, but never the quarterback.
Plenty of times, yeah.
All right, now we're going to get into these final four plays before we get into the Broncos game. Now, like I said, these are mainly for me because I'm a big Conklin guy, and I want some empowered boy to get shit. Because everybody goes, he's not going to use his tight end. Well, he used his tight end plenty on Thursday night, ladies and gentlemen.
No, wait. He doesn't have a tight end to use. God, what? Randy, don't you read?
Oh, you're right.
What's going on, dude?
You're right. We should have drafted Bowers. Fuck.
At home to Seattle. Rodgers on 3rd and 2. Looking downfield. Fires. Caught. Open. 41-yard.
Man, just I know it's all basic shit, but fuck, dude. I'm not used to basic good.
Well, I mean, it's also a big difference with Rodgers too. I mean, Green Bay. I interacted with a couple of Green Bay fans, and this isn't even how he played in Green Bay. He didn't take what the defense gave him. That was not something that was part of his repertoire. He was always looking for the big home run.
You telling me Roger got fucking smarter?
I feel like, well, honestly, maybe the Achilles injury was a blessing in disguise, because if he would have just fucking hit Garrett on that play, he would be all right. Right? Last year. He just didn't take what the defense gave him. He was trying to go for the home run ball. And a lot of the complaints of Green Bay, in the last few years, even following Rodgers in Green Bay, was he sometimes he holds the ball too much. Sometimes he's just doing too much. And here he's just directing traffic. He was managing the game. He was the best version of Mark Sanchez that Mark Sanchez could ever hope to be. Like, you know what I mean? He was just managing the game and just matriculating down the field.
Now another play to Conklin. This is another Rodgers on the run.
He's not surprised he's playing well.
Allen grew up watching him. Rodgers flushed out, keeps his eyes downfield, fires, finds the man.
Oh, what a beaut. Oh, my God. I'm telling you, man, just seeing the guy on the fucking run. Oops. Like, we've seen Zach Wilson on the run, and there was – I'm not going to take anything like that kid can throw on the run. He has got a pretty ball, but there's just something about Aaron Rodgers and his fucking accuracy and the way he just sets up before he delivers the ball, man. I mean, it just gets me excited.
He's just decisive with it. His head and his brain and his arm are connected, and the moment his brain says go, his arm releases it. It's like,
I think that's the biggest thing is I guess I've never watched such a smart fucking quarterback before. Like, that's insane. Now, check out this bullet to Conklin.
They may come on the alerts. Neither comes this
Nothing
time.
fancy.
And Rodgers goes deep
Real
and
simple
finds
down
an
the
open man
seams.
at the 47-yard line.
freezing the fucking safety with his eyes, though. I mean, that safety did not move. That safety stood right there because he was like, where are you going? Where are you going? Where? and then fuck in the middle.
And tell me, is it not weird watching your quarterback just stand up straight in the pocket, not fucking freak the hell out every fucking time he gets the ball?
I mean, I guess that's what a good old line look like.
Dude, our old
look
line.
What Darnold. Look what Darnold is doing with a good old line.
Yeah,
he didn't do shit in Carolina.
I don't think it's sustainable, but yeah,
that's but still, he's in the MVP conversation for the first time in his career. I mean, it's 3 weeks. I get it, but because of an O line and Justin Jefferson.
Yeah,
but
let's see if they can run the ball too.
Well, London game will decide that, huh?
Yeah, I think it will. Now the final highlight. It's a Conklin highlight, and this. Let me see.
As it should be.
Oh yeah, this is the big play right here.
Up the middle.
No, I think this was the one along the sideline, if I'm not mistaken.
2nd and 17. Fired, caught on the move.
You're right. It's right.
And it's a 1st and goal.
Yep, that's the one I thought it was.
Yeah, that's the one. You were absolutely right. No, man, I just wanted to play those, kind of just give Conk his due, man, because I got a feeling it's not going to be the only big game you see from him this year, dude. I think he's going to have a fucking coming out party this year, and I'm just excited to see him break out on fucking Thursday night. So I had to play me some Conk highlights.
Who was his tight end in Green Bay when they won the Super Bowl? Mercedes Lewis or somebody like that?
Yeah, I think so.
So, I mean, it looks like that. It looks like he finally feels comfortable with the tight end because he didn't really feed the tight ends all that much after Mercedes left. I mean, they might have had Jimmy Graham for a little while. I might be wrong about that.
I think they did. Yeah, I think you're right.
I mean, even with that, I mean, whatever. Conklin, we know Conklin is decent.
Yep.
I mean, fuck, Uzama might still be on the team if he was here last year. But again, who knows? I mean, maybe that Achilles injury was a blessing in disguise. He's definitely playing different. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And Rucker had a couple of good catches in that game too.
Yeah,
I didn't put those up there.
Rucker looks like he's a serviceable, more than a blocking tight end. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He looks more than a Jeff Cumberland. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Now, before we get into the Broncos, I don't know if you saw this. You probably have. I'm sure everybody has. But this got me excited. I'll probably have to get a Netflix subscription just to watch it. But a docu-series on Aaron Rodgers' comeback coming on Netflix. I think they said the drop date was December 17th, if I'm not mistaken.
I'm not happy with that, to be honest with you.
Really?
No.
Why?
It gives me bad, hard knocks.
Oh, we should probably save it till after the season then. No.
Yeah, put that out in fucking March. You know what I mean?
You know what? That's not a bad idea.
In season.
That's not a bad idea.
In season. Come on, guys. In season.
Yeah, that's not a bad fucker. Everybody trying to get this motherfucker tripped up one more again, huh?
Oh my
motherfuckers.
Honestly, I think he's going to 45 though. So.
I hope the next 4 with the Jets.
No, he's gonna be here.
Hope he doesn't sneak off to the Vikings or anything.
No. Pull a Brett Favre.
You little motherfucker.
He would have done that already, actually. But
so, as we wrap up this show, man, let's get into these Broncos real quick. What are your keys to the game? What do we got to do to win this game?
Before I do that, can I just say one thing?
Sure.
To finish off, I just want, because I've been seeing this too. Oh, it's just the Patriots. They're lowly. The Patriots are no slouches. They're not. They came to the wire with San Francisco with Seattle, and they freaking beat the Bengals. They're not a slouch team. I wouldn't be surprised if they pull off some more wins or even replace Miami as that wild card team. I really wouldn't be surprised. That third wild card team for the AFC, because I do think 3 of us are going. Right. So I want to make it clear. My opinion is, even though, yes, we played an inferior team and beat them as we should, the fact that we dominated them like that is an indication that, we're definitely in the right place, both offensively and defensively. Will we repeat that performance every game? Probably not, but I don't think this was just us playing like the freaking 2008 Browns. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
What were you going to say? Sorry.
No, I was just going to say, leading up to the game, all we heard was, hey, the Patriots are all right, or the Jets aren't going to be able to stop Ramondre Stevenson, this and that.
All of that.
Well, we fucking did all that. And now all of a sudden, it's just the Patriots.
Yeah, lowly Patriots. Mark Schlereth is eating his fucking words. But anyway, There's a reason they call him the Stink because he stinks at his job. But anyway, for the Broncos, really the biggest thing is we need to get pressure on him, like we got pressure on why can't I remember names right now? Jacoby Brissett, which isn't going to be as easy because it's not going to be a rookie O-line. They're not going to have 3 rookies replacing injured vets, So we're definitely going to have to be a little bit more creative. I would honestly blitz Sauce a couple times. I'd blitz DJ a couple times. I'd blitz the linebackers. You know what I mean? I would make Bo Nix beat us.
Absolutely.
And he's not a terrible. I mean, he's shown some flashes. He looks pretty decent, but he's a rookie quarterback thrown into the fire. Go jailhouse on his ass. Make this kid so uncomfortable that he quits. You know what I mean? Like the what is it? The 0-2 Buccaneers. Their defense is so good they would just make people quit. And there was a documentary. I think it's America's Game where they literally said, they would go up to each other and just tell each other, "My guy just quit. We need to make him quit." So that's for me. For on defense, we need to find creative ways to blitz this guy with a better offensive line that we're going to face. On offense, run the fucking ball.
Yeah.
Fucking run it down the throat with Breece Hall and Allen, and if it doesn't work, do it a fucking again because that's their number one weakness. They're not a slouch defense.
Yeah.
They have Pat Surtain still, who's not a slouch. I mean, granted, look at what we just did to Aaron Gonzalez. Is it Aaron Gonzalez? I feel like I'm butchering Christian Gonzalez. But look what we did to another top tier corner. You know what I mean? So, but again, they're no slouches. They're well coached. They've always been a good defense, even though they've kind of been a little bit of a parallel with us. Good defense, shitty offense. But just run it. Or if not even that, 2 back sets. Do those two. I feel like those 2 back sets, we're sleeping on how good that 2 back set is. Because they're either gonna stack the box and chase Hall. So on that play action, they're biting on it, and Allen's going to be right there in the flat. Hit him on that flat for that screen. Just run it up or reverse it. And I remember reading on Twitter and a few other places and hearing, the Patriots gave up with Braylon Allen. Nobody wanted to tackle him. And honestly, I wouldn't want to fucking tackle him either. He looks like touching his arm hurts. Like I gotta
call him baby. Oh God, who's the fucker in Tennessee?
Derrick Henry,
Derrick Henry. Call him baby Derrick Henry, man. He's fucking stacked.
So I got a guy in my company, a friend of mine, who is so fucking strong that literally he will accidentally bump into you, and it's like you just got hit by a fucking train. That's what I imagine Braylon Allen is right now.
Oh, I bet, man. I mean, that's one 20-year-old I wouldn't want to fuck with. So, but no, I'm with you, man. Let's run the ball, 2 back sets. Let's open up the play action. Dude, honestly, I like that. I like that blitz Sauce a couple of times. I mean, throw the kitchen sink at this fucking kid. I mean, rattle his fucking ass. But the one thing, even if you fucking play mediocre ball and you somehow just eke out a win, it's just one of those weeks, please don't fucking kill yourself with penalties. Please stop with the fucking penalties. At least cut him in half this week. At least fucking cut him in half this week, if anything. Because god damn, man, because I don't want to say it, but if it's a penalty game, it's going to turn into a fucking trap game, dude. And I really want to say, because I saw it on Twitter. I think it was Twitter. Someone already said, hey, good thing for the Jets, the fucking Broncos got their trap game out of the way already. So, but honestly, brother, I think this is going to be a coming out party.
Yeah.
I think old Rodgers, he wanted this game last year, had it circled on the calendar a little bit. But now shit happens, so he flipped the calendar next year, circled a little bit, and said, I'm going to fucking kick his ass.
Well, we beat him with Zach Wilson, so twice, 2 years in a row, we beat him with Zach Wilson. So no reason to think Aaron can't do it himself.
Fuck no, that's why I think it's going to be a coming out party. And honestly, I think, dude, I wouldn't be surprised if we score anywhere from 34 to 40 fucking points, dude. And they ain't scored more than 10. I'm gonna say it right now. That's just how I feel. I got a feeling. It's not gonna be like this every week. There's a lot of tough teams on the schedule. I don't even think we'll be able to beat the fucking. I think the Vikings game's gonna be a lot closer than a lot of people think, just because of the travel and all that shit. But no, I think it's going to be a coming out party. I think the Jets are going to win big this week. So like I said, I think anywhere from 34 to 40 fucking points. I got a feeling that we're going to see a lot of Braylon Allen in this game. I really do.
It'd just be nice to go on an official win streak since, 2015? So
what's that? I don't know what fucking win streak
No,
is.
2023 maybe. 2023, I think we had a little bit of a win streak before.
Did we have one? Oh, you know what?
Yeah, we did.
To end the season, wasn't it?
Oh, in the middle of the season. And then before Mike White got hurt. Fuck.
Oh, that's right.
Mm-hmm. And I'm sorry, I'm still a Mike White stan, deep down on the inside. So it breaks my heart that he didn't take us to the playoffs. But honestly, look at where we are now that he didn't. So, sometimes things happen for a reason.
Mr. AFC East himself.
Yes, sir.
All right, so folks, that's going to do it for the show this week. We appreciate you for checking us out here on the One Jets Pod. Again, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Smash that bell notification. That way you're updated every time we come on here live or drop any kind of content. Again, you can find us at Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and Amazon Music. With that being said, on behalf of myself and JD, make sure to jet up and take flight. Now a little victory music video to take us home.
Jets take the field, ready to strike. Rodgers locked in, throwing bombs on sight. Wilson's catching fire, Hall's blazing through. Mosley's bringing the pain, Quinnen's gunning for you. Quarterbacks crumble, fear in their eyes. With a nightmare they can't disguise. We're grinding it out, leaving no doubt. Every snap's a bell, so hear us shout. Jets is dominated, we're the team that beats. Beat the Jets till the victory heats. Hear the crowd roar, let's seal the win. Let's fucking go, the celebration begins. Raise the flag high, we're on top tonight. Now hold on tight, get up, and let's take flight. Soft lock fit down, nothing gets through. Quincy's bringing heat, a one-man wrecking crew. In green and white, we own the fight. With every snap, we dominate.